Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
We have to clean all this up, right? You're doing it? The camera's about to die, so I'm gonna tidy up a bit and take a shower. And then we'll get started on our day, right, Miso? Miso showered, got ready, did the dishes, cleaned the kitchen, cleaned up everywhere else, fed Miso. My boss, me, is not letting me rest because we have to finish some sketches and maybe semi have a productive day today. Let's do a little apartment tour. I don't think I've showed you my apartment before, so we'll start at the beginning. This is so exciting. The front door, my bathroom situation, storage cabinet, laundry, like the water thing is in there. We have this little poster. It says shoes off or else Miso will bite you. And then it goes into my hi, it goes into my hallway kitchen. And then over here is my bedroom. I haven't really done anything to this room. Going back out into the hallway, this is my favorite room. This is my living room. And you can see that I have a balcony out there. But this is probably where I spend most of my time. The table, I've been really into medieval artwork, so I've been studying up on that. I did a little bit of that yesterday, so I'll probably continue that today. This is the space. I love this space so much. I feel like it's very me. I feel like I've been collecting all these little posters and knickknacks forever, and I finally have a space where I could put all of them. These shelves are from IKEA. They were like 15 bucks and they look pretty nice, so I really like that. Yep, and that's like the little breakfast corner over there. These are so insanely cool. Like how is that an etching? That just blows my mind that you could get that level of detail. I just saw a very exciting email on my phone, so I'm gonna respond to that real quick about a potential illustration thing, which is exciting because that is the work I want to be making. Now that I'm not doing my shop, a lot of you are curious on how I am able to make money now, and the reason I haven't been filming a lot on YouTube is because I'm doing work that I can't show, which stinks because it's work that I want to show you and share with you, but I can't because of contracts and stuff like that, but you will see it eventually. And then I do like social media sponsorships and stuff like that. And you guys see all those because that's like videos like this. So I'm gonna do a little bit of emails, go on a little walk, and then we're gonna sketch today. I have like 4 illustration ideas. Last week and this week is a week where like I'm in between projects, so I have time to work on personal stuff, making art that I want to make in the style that I want to make, building up my portfolio. I feel like I've been saying I've been doing that for like months and months, but it truly is like every time I go to do it, something else comes up. So this week I actually have a lot of time to do that. I have 4 illustrations that I want to sketch out and then paint in the upcoming week or so. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Like listening to music. So I brought my big watercolor paper home and a couple sheets of large drawing paper. Last week I made a painting that was this big. This is, how big is this? 12 by 18 inches. Monday I was doing admin stuff, doing ideas, stuff like that. Anything like that was on the computer. Tuesday I did the sketches, I traced that sketch, started putting it on watercolor paper. Wednesday and Thursday I was painting for like 6 hours straight, which is like basically a full day. And then by Friday I was just exhausted. I would love for the process to be faster, but unfortunately I chose to do traditional art, and that is how long it usually takes. After that I realized if I wanted to make more pieces, one, I had to train myself to be just faster at it. I go back and forth on things a lot, so I would like to cut that down. It would be more beneficial for me to have multiple pieces going on at the same time that are in various different stages, and then by the end of the week or the month or what have you, I'll have like multiple things done in different stages, so then there's like always something to work on if I do have the time in between, you know, the other things I'm working on. Does that sound like a good plan? I'm just rambling to be honest. Once you have the burst of creativity, you really have to use it before it runs away. Like there are weeks where I don't have any ideas, and then some where I have a lot, and that's why I like sketching. That's why I like sketching random things too, or like things I never thought that I would want to sketch, or like I force myself to sketch things I don't want to sketch. Usually something good comes out of it, so. By your name, I was let down, it wasn't the same. Okay, I was sketching little random things, and then I really like this bunny night, and for one of the pieces I'm making, it's gonna be like these creatures guarding like a collaged heart. The past hour I've been like sketching out like hound dogs and three-headed dogs. It's not where I want it to be right now. The more I draw, the more progress I make, so I'm not mad at it, but I am exhausted right now. So I think I'm gonna listen to my body and take a nap, because this is a sick day after all. Yeah, I'm feeling really, really tired right now. Okay, so I'm gonna take a nap and then see how I feel afterwards. I really, really want to keep drawing, so hopefully I feel better after. But yeah, I feel myself getting a little exhausted. Good morning. It is the next day. Yeah, I had a really good night of sleep, and then this morning I did literally the same exact thing that I did yesterday. Like, no change at all. I literally ate the same thing, cleaned up, did all that, walked Miso. If I get some sketches done, I'm gonna head to the studio with Miso, and then we could do some work there that I cannot do here. I have way more energy today, so I think drawing won't be as laborious of a process. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but when your brain like isn't all there, or if it's like foggy, it is so hard to draw because it takes so much concentration, and yeah, it feels like swimming through mud sometimes, honestly. So yeah, we're gonna draw. Oh my gosh, this is what happens every time. It wasn't even like, I literally turned off the camera, and then I got a couple emails on like sponsorships, brand deals, illustration things, and then I was just doing emails for a little bit. So that was like an hour of stuff, because I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. My agent Lorna for any publishing and illustration jobs, and then I have my lovely manager Priscilla, who helps me with sponsorships, negotiations, contracts, all that stuff. One thing that I've learned the past couple years of doing this job is that I cannot do everything myself, even though I want to. I have to realize some things I am not good at. So we got that stuff out of the way. Change of plans. We're going to the studio right now because there's some stuff that I have to film for a brand, and then that is due literally today. I didn't even get to draw yet. I've just been doing laptop computer work, going back and forth, stuff like that. Hello. We're doing a voiceover because you guys prefer that over music, and I asked on my Instagram stories for some questions, so I'm gonna do a Q&A. But first, a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. You guys know, Squarespace has been my #1 website hosting platform for the past 4 years because it's easy to customize, looks great, and has so many amazing features for artists specifically. I can have my portfolio, client forum, and even an online shop all in one place. I just redesigned my website. If you'd like to see that process, check out the video in the cards up on the right-hand corner.
Squarespace offers a wide range of beautifully designed templates to help you get your site started, and then you could then customize it to fit your exact needs. Are you selling products online? You could set up an online store right on Squarespace and connect that store to Square to sell in person at market. You could even showcase your portfolio or build out a contact form for clients, which is what I did. They also offer marketing tools like email campaigns for your small business. And if all that sounds good for you and you're ready to get your website set up, check out the link in my description to get started. Okay, I'm cutting this paper out, or this drawing paper, to be the size of the skateboard so I could do my sketch of it. So I did one sketch today of my medieval bunny things, guarded heart illustration, and now I have a really fun one I want to do because I like the shape of the skateboard. I like how it's like long, like this like very horizontal piece. I want to do a very long painting of Miso and like all the freaking things that she swallowed before. So I'm gonna take this because it's a little bit longer. Cut out some pieces, and then we're gonna sketch that. And then last time I did this, I forgot what I did last time to transfer this onto the skateboard, but we'll workshop that later. Okay, let's get into these questions. We'll start with the hard one. How have you been lately? Well, to be honest, I have been going through it a little bit, mostly mentally. Physically, I'm okay. The past year has been really hard for me. I feel like I've gone through a lot of personal life changes, and I won't go too deep into why I'm feeling down. I just don't feel comfortable sharing that much on the internet. But I think things are getting better. I've been using my art lately as an outlet for that, and that has been really great for my mental health. I've been doing okay. So we're taking it day by day. The next question is, how do you keep going every day and make art? How do you not get discouraged? I definitely have weeks where I make nothing and I get very discouraged and I get confused on why I'm even doing freelance or why I even got entangled in this interesting but really fun job. Especially with the social media aspect of everything, I have been having a lot of doubts because one, when I'm not in the best place, I don't want to film and I don't want to share my life online. But I'm coming to the terms with the fact that maybe it's okay to share those hard parts. And I have found that people have resonated a lot with that. Your words of encouragement help me a lot. And that's pretty much what keeps me going. My mindset now is that if one person relates to my art and it helps them, then that helps me. So you all help me. Thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to watch my channel, even though I feel like I have not been super consistent. I'm figuring it out. We're all figuring it out together. And jumping into some of my plans in the future, I got a lot of questions on what my plans with Patreon is, why I closed my shop, and will I ever sell products again. With Patreon, I'm figuring out a plan that is sustainable because before I feel like I was doing too much on Patreon, and as one person, I couldn't do both Patreon, the shop, social media, and also illustration. As one girl who is easily stressed, it was not easy to do all that at the same time. So that is one reason why I closed my shop. With Patreon, I think that will be the main place where I sell any type of products. So like prints and stickers will be on Patreon, because it's only me running this whole show, and I want to make sure that I can sustain Patreon long term before launching. So we're hoping for a fall launch. Fingers crossed. Now that I put that out in the world, it'll happen. So if you're interested in prints and stickers and perhaps bookmarks again, look out for my Patreon launch. I'll obviously let you guys know on here and also on Instagram. Next question. What did you study and where? I went to Rutgers University, which is the state school of New Jersey, and I did a double major in psychology and art. I don't regret it, but I feel like I definitely learned a lot more on my own, art-wise. Where do you find inspiration for your art? I feel like this video is a great example of how my inspiration process looks. I gave you like the full scope of where an idea comes from and how I execute that idea through the whole process. Inspiration comes through reading, looking and studying other art, learning other artists' processes, where they find inspiration. I find it through travel. I find it through hanging out with my friends. I get a lot of ideas and inspiration through my friends and just life experiences in general. Art for me is kind of like journaling. It just is me processing my life. For this piece specifically, I've been really into medieval art and knights. It definitely stems from watching House of the Dragon. So definitely the media I consume works its way into my art as well. But yeah, literally inspiration can come from anywhere. The skateboard piece that you saw me sketching, that came because Miso kept eating my underwear, and I was like, how funny would it be to just have an x-ray of a dog with all the little things that they've ever swallowed in it. Do you listen or watch something while you paint? The past few months, I've strictly been listening to music. Before, I would do like podcasts, I would do TV shows, but no, I've been really into just chilling out, listening to music. I have 2 different playlists that I switch between. I have my indie sad girl playlist and then my whiny man Midwest emo playlist. Sometimes I'll be watching this footage back because I just like play it out loud on a speaker, and it's like I'm drawing a cute little bunny while the background music is like rah rah. I think that is really fitting. Honestly, it's really fitting. And on the same note, what does Miso like to do while you paint? She is either sleeping. I'm watching her sleep right now. She's a very, very sleepy girl. But then when she's not sleeping, she likes to get into trouble. So she'll either be playing with the toy or more like ripping that toy apart, or trying to play with me, and then we play a little bit. I get very easily distracted by her. And yeah, she's a good reminder for me to take breaks sometimes because she has to go on walks. And usually I could work like 10 hours straight sometimes with like out eating or going on a break. So Miso is there to help me with that. Do you see yourself always living in Philly? I love Philly. I've loved my time in Philly, but I think my time here is definitely coming to an end soon. And if you are one of my friends, you have definitely heard me talk about this so much. I definitely want to move after my apartment lease ends. I think I'm ready. I've been staying in Philly because I'm used to it and comfortable with it, because this is where I moved after I graduated school. And I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a change, even though I feel like I've been constantly changing. I'm turning 25 literally this month. And yeah, I think I'm ready for something new in my mid-20s, and I'm excited. I've been doing research on other cities, so if there's a city that you think would be a good fit for me, let me know. I've been really thinking about Brooklyn. I've never been to Chicago. So that could be an option if I visit. I'm going on a trip to Seattle in a couple weeks, so I'm really excited to also just like explore different cities and see what the vibe is. How long did it take you before you could be a full-time artist? I started my Instagram in 2020 from literally 0 followers, nothing. And I graduated school 2021, and then I quit my job October of 2022. So it was pretty fast. It was 2 years. Every free moment I had, I would pour into this art thing. So I was working 24/7. And yeah, I think at the time I was so set on this goal of becoming a full-time artist and being my own boss. And I haven't talked about this, I don't think, online yet, but the past year and a half, I've been fully freelance now, and there are pros and there are cons, and the grass is the same color on both sides. I would say after coming from like a corporate background for a couple years, and then jumping into this straight away, honestly, I find it very, very difficult. I definitely think freelancing is not for everyone, and I don't want to give this false sense of what it actually is, because it is very hard, and some days I question if it is right for me. If your goal is to be a full-time artist, definitely go for it, try it out, see if it works for you. Just be aware that it's not all rainbows and sparkles, and it's okay to also keep art as a hobby too. How could I progress from illustrating single animals to producing full scenes? Keep practicing, even if it looks bad. It might look bad for a while, and that is okay. That is how you get better. You keep sketching, you keep painting, you keep doing the thing, and then eventually you'll look back and you'll be like, I improved so much. Start by finding backgrounds and scenes that you like, and figure out why you like it. Is it because of the composition? Is it because of the colors? How the characters are interacting with the scene? Just figure out what you like. And I'm not saying to copy it. I'm not saying that. But use it as inspiration. I think if you can draw a single animal, you can produce a full scene. Easy. Have you ever been interested in fiber arts like crochet and knitting? I actually in middle school liked to crochet, and so many of my friends now crochet. It looks so fun, but I don't think I can afford to have another hobby right now. One, affording like buying all the supplies, and like time wise, I cannot. I don't have the time for another hobby. I would love to do something else with my hands. Like I loved my clay era, but I have been doing a lot more like physical activities. I have been loving Pilates, and I've been loving pole. Those are my 2 new hobbies, and they've been great for me, like physically and also I guess mentally too, because I'm challenging myself. I've been doing both for about 2-ish months now, and I've found and I've had so much progress. I'm like very, very proud of myself. It's the first time I've had like a personal goal for a while, because I really, really want to advance to the next level in pole. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not confident enough to share videos yet online, but it's so fun, and I recommend it to anyone who's interested in trying. 1, it's a confidence booster. 2, it's so fun, like that it doesn't even feel like a workout. It's a great time. How do you feel having your own studio has impacted you on a personal level? I love having a studio, but again, this is something where the grass is green on both sides. After having a studio, some days I'm like, oh, it would be great if my studio was in my apartment and in the same room. But I know that other days I'd be like, oh, I wish I could go out and work somewhere. I think now that I'm not doing my shop, I don't need that large of a space anymore. So that's all gonna be folded within my plans for the next year. Having a place to walk to and host friends to work with is really, really great, because now that I live alone, I could not see anyone for days if I wanted to. So it's nice to have a place where my friends can work and I can work, and just go there and know that I'm gonna be making something. What does your perfect day look like? This is a great question. I don't know if I've thought, honestly, it would be like doing nothing. I feel like everyone's perfect day might be doing nothing. Okay, so there's like the perfect day where I do nothing and I'm just like sitting on the couch, I'm watching my shows, maybe I'm reading a book, like just chilling out, not stressing about anything. That would be a beautiful day. But if it was a day that I was like out and doing something, I would wake up early, I would have a yummy breakfast, maybe go outside, either if I'm in a city, explore the city, if I'm out in nature, maybe do a little hike, just something to get myself moving. Now I would say I would love to do a pole class in my perfect day. That would be so fun. And then I would like hit all the moves I wanted to hit and maybe do some sketching. Maybe do some sketching at the end of the day, but like nothing with like no pressure, just like drawing for fun or doing like clay, something artistic. This is a jam-packed day. And then I would come back, have a delicious dinner, maybe see some friends, have a couple drinks, and then just chill out at the end of the day. Like, that sounds like an awesome day, not gonna lie. You know, some days are the perfect day, sometimes. They come every once in a while, so I'm excited for the next perfect day. I'm really, really happy with how this piece turned out. Off camera, I was playing with the composition like a lot. There was one version where the heart was all the way to the right side, and then there was like a 3-headed dog, and then there was something that wasn't looking right. I like in the end how it came out very symmetrical and illuminated manuscript-esque. Like the border though, I did completely wrong. If I were to do this over, I would have used a cream colored watercolor paper and not paint in the whole background. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. That took me so long. Each time we do a piece, we learn something new. So that is what I would do differently next time. But I love these little bunny knights. They're so cute, but also kind of menacing. And I feel like my heart has been a little bit guarded recently, so I wanted to make something that expressed that. I've been loving seeing everyone's comments on the post on Instagram, and I'm glad you guys have been liking my art lately. I've been trying to pour myself out on the page a little bit more. Guys. Okay, so it looks fine right now, but I like totally, I don't know, this whole time I've been like, should I start over? Looking at it now through the viewfinder, it looks fine, but I think I went I went about the border like so wrong. Like, I don't know, I think it's maybe the underpainting. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that and just left everything white, because then I like just went and did a couple layers of this ivory color and then did it, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the background ivory. But then I realized like I'm gonna just have to be really careful. I don't know. But this is where I'm at so far. It's already 4:30, so I've been painting for a good like 4 hours straight right now, and I'm kind of losing it, so I think I had to step back for a minute. But yeah, why did I torture myself and do a symmetrical border painting when I could literally just use Procreate and then have it all be even? I don't know. It's a challenge. You know what? I just wanted to challenge myself. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna stop for today.
Bye.